Hi there. During this lesson, we're going to learn how to pronounce the 5 English vowels. In any language, the vowels are the letters which have the main effect on our pronunciation and accent. We all have different accents, and the sound of vowels varies from one person to another. The 5 vowels in English are A, E, I, O, and U. But when they are pronounced singularly, in their pure form, without the influence of any other letters, they sound like this. A, E, I, O, A. Once again. A, E, I, O, A. The difference between the letter A and the letter U is that when you pronounce the A, as in the A sound, your whole mouth opens upwards and downwards together. A. But when you pronounce the letter U, as the A sound, only your jaw drops downwards. A. Here are some examples with each of the 5 vowels. Try repeating each one after me. A, as in apple, apple, ant, add, bat, cat, fat, hat, rat, sat. E, as in elephant, egg, elbow, elf, end, ever, get, met, pet, bet. I, as in ink, if, idiot, ignite, ill, hill, hit, sit, fit, bit. O, as in object, organ, off, on, optician, not, hot, got, cod, rod. A, as in umbrella, under, ugly, ulcer, ultra, butt, cut, gut, hut, nut. With the addition of other consonants or vowels, the sound of vowels can change. When a vowel is followed by a consonant and then the letter E, it often becomes a rounder and longer sound and less flat sounding than the vowel in its pure form. In the case in which words have a double consonant, then the effect of the letter E on the previous vowel is cancelled. So here are some examples to show how the pronunciation can change when you add the letter E or a double consonant. Mat, mate, matter. Bit, bite, bitter. Pot, potent, potter. Cut, cute, cutter. Please note that whenever a word contains a double consonant, you need to pronounce the sound of the 2 consonants as if they were single. In the Italian language, for example, double consonants are pronounced, but in English only one of the 2 consonants is pronounced. Double consonants only cancel the effect which the letter E would have had on the previous vowel. Let's look at all of those words again. The word mat has a flat sounding vowel, mat. When you add the letter E onto mat, the letter E makes the A in mat become the rounder A, as in mate. In the case in which a word has a double consonant, then the effect of the letter E on the previous vowel is cancelled, and that vowel goes back to its original flat sound, as in matter. So that's mat, mate, and matter. Then the word bit also has a flat sounding vowel, bit. Once again, when you add the letter E onto bit, then the letter E makes the I in bit become the rounder I, as in bite. When you add a double consonant, then the effect of the letter E on the previous vowel is cancelled, and that vowel goes back to its original flat sound, as in bitter. So that's bite, bit, bite, bitter, or even bitten. Next, the word pot also has a flat sounding vowel, pot. When you add the letter E onto pot, then the letter E makes the O in pot become the rounder O, as in potent. Remember that when you add a double consonant, then the effect of the letter E on the previous vowel is cancelled, and that vowel goes back to its original flat sound, as in potter. So that's pot, potent, and potter. Then the word cut also has a flat sounding vowel, cut. Once again, when you add the letter E onto cut, then the letter E makes the in cut become rounder, the rounder U, as in cute, cute. Once again, when you add a double consonant, then the effect of the letter E on the previous vowel is cancelled, and that vowel goes back to its original sound, as in cutter. So that's cut, cute, cutter. The letter E also changes the sound of some monosyllabic words with the TH from th with air to the voiced the sound. Here are some examples. When you add the letter E onto the word cloths, it then becomes clothes, clothes, cloths, clothes. And when you add the letter E onto the word bath, it then becomes bathe, bath, bathe. If the words TH are followed by the letter E, which is preceded by the letter I, then in this case the TH sound with air, the TH, beg your pardon, remains the TH sound with air and not the voiced the sound. For example, froth, frothier, and frothiest. Now let's go back to talking about the letter A. There are 3 different ways of pronouncing the letter A. A, and aw. Here are examples of words with all 3 of those sounds. Try repeating each one after me. Pat, cat, matter. Late, hate, fate. Ball, hall, law. Then there are double vowels, and they create a new sound as opposed to the sound of each single vowel. Here are some examples. Once again, try repeating each one after me. Sheet, and there can be some big problems. sheep, sleep, beach. Once again, you have to be careful with those words. Book, shampoo, zoo. So, now that you know how to pronounce all of the vowels, try to find some new friends on Go Speak English, and then practice speaking with them via Skype maybe. And that's the end of this lesson. Now you can see if you've understood the video and do the test on Go Speak English. You can also watch many other English video lessons on Go Speak English. Thanks, and I hope to see you again soon.